Hi, I'm Nick Barrett from alwayslucid.com, where we let go of identity and move into lucidity. I had a message the other day from one of my YouTube users asking me to do a video about the number system, so I thought about doing it. So here I am. The number system, what is it? Okay, so the number system is a term that I kind of describe a number system in which I can communicate to my spirit guide and become incredibly lucid within this waking reality at the same time. When did I first start noticing weirdness within my life in regards to the number system? It all started a long time ago, at the very start of my journey. I just started noticing the number 8. The number 8. For those of you that's read my book, The Spirit Guide of Lucid Dreaming, I speak about this in chapter 8 called Mirrored Awakenings. The number 8 kept cropping up in my waking life all the time, like obsessively, and I wasn't even attracting it. I don't know what happened. I mean, maybe I was attracting it, but I wasn't aware of it. I was literally, say, in a post office queue or whatever, or any queue with electronic cashier, and the number would always be number 8. Number 8! Phew. Or if I'm at a gas station, I just randomly pull up at the pump, and then I look up, there's a big number 8 looking at me. Crazy. And so many times so many times did this number crop up. Another time was when I went on and did a gig, one of the most amazing times in with one of my good DJ friends when I was a pop singer, and one of his entourage was one of his friends. He got out this card and it was a 8, like a playing card. And it had a number 8 on it, 8 of spades, I think. And I literally was like, oh my God, that's so weird. And I said, why have you got a number 8? He just got it out. And he was like, well, it's my favorite number. And I was like, no way. It's kind of like my number as well. I don't know. It's just been following me. What, wow, that's amazing. He goes, are you kidding me? And then all of a sudden he takes his top off and he's covered in number 8 tattoos all over his body. Like crazy. Like 8, all different shapes and sizes and colors. Crazy. So soon enough, I started to really think about, this is so freaking strange, right? I didn't even know about lucid dreaming at that time. It's almost like there was a message coming into my awareness somehow. And it was literally just trying to get my attention, obviously, because it just kept happening over and over and over again. Even through people that I was with, like even my friends, they'd be paying for something and it'll be like £8.88 or something like that. And then they'd show them the ticket and go, oh wow, look at that. And I go, oh my God, it just seems like when I was there, whenever I was in their presence, there would be the number 8. Always, 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 always. And you know what? It still happens today. It still does, okay? But the good news is that I finally worked it out and they started evolving. So this is 6 years ago. So now it's like, okay, so then I found lucid dreaming. I then went into the lucid state and did some investigation work about what this number 8 meant. Here's the crunch time. So it turns out it was my guide, Cliftoft, who was sending me these numbers. He told me this within the lucid dream. He showed me some incredible symbology with a rope in a shape of an 8. And basically it means that this is his signature number. Now this is one of my theories, whether or not it is a common pattern. I'm only speaking from personal experience, but if this is also for you, then great. I discovered that each of the spirit guides that I have 5. Each of them represents a number. For Cliftoff, it was number 8. So every time I see the number 8, I know he's around the area that I'm in. I know that he is sending me a message at that time within my waking world. Then I discovered that number 14 was my female spirit guide, Leanne. And then there were other numbers that I found out, which correlated to them. So through the years, I've kept a record of all of the ones that kept repeating in such strange, weird moments. This is a great way, by the way, if you're watching, to start recording them. Anything that's repeating, just like your subconscious mind repeating patterns, anything that's repeating, with it being numbers or a recurring dream or something that someone's saying to you, is something that awareness or consciousness wants you to get note of, okay? Anything that repeats, take note of it, because it is something that is important and it needs to be either transcended, worked on, understood, whatever, okay? Start writing down and journaling things that are repeating. For me, it was numbers. Today, I have about 15 numbers, all with specific meanings, so that whenever I see them, whenever I'm walking in my day-to-day life, and I notice them appear, it's a message for me to take note of that particular vibrational meaning. Another great way is to read number plates. When I'm driving and someone's talking to me, I'm correlating what they're saying, I'm correlating what numbers I'm seeing on the car registration plate and with my thoughts. See, this is the real key. Whenever you are trying to find out what's repeating, it's not something that you go and search for. It's not a number that you have to go and find to then bring into your awareness. It's a case of being aware of your thoughts every second of the day, so that when you do come across this number that suddenly pops out at you, intuitively you feel this power and you feel this, wow, that was weird. Then you go, what was my thought just now? What is the thought that I just had with this number? Now you know the meaning of the actual number itself, because you've correlated to the vibration of what thought you just had. This is how you know about the meaning. Maybe it's related to a spirit guide as well. As I'm driving, I'm reading these number plates. I'm seeing 88, 888. I'm seeing 222. I'm seeing 555. I'm seeing 1111. And all these different kinds of numbers correlate to a meaning to me on a personal level. And only you watching this can find that out for yourself. My number meanings won't be the same for your number meanings probably. But whatever they are intuitively, this is what will expand for you. And this is something that will grow. I mean, it took me about 6 years to actually obsessively record all of these numbers, and every day I see them now. Today I now realize that when I'm fully in alignment, when I feel good about my life, when I feel good about others and my circumstances, when I feel that I can love myself, I notice that these numbers crop up all the time. This is a great way now for me to know when I'm in alignment and when I'm not. Because when I'm not, when I'm having a shitty day, I'm feeling pissed off, I'm feeling a bit depressed, guess what? I don't see any numbers. I don't see any numbers. And I'm still observing my surroundings as I'm driving, as I'm watching the number plates, I'm checking the number, I'm checking the time, nothing. So it only occurs to me anyway when I'm in pure alignment. So now you have like a guidance system in waking life. Isn't that great? You have an emotional guidance system within your waking world, knowing that if you're in alignment, you can see the reflection of it within numbers. It's fascinating. It really is fascinating. I'll leave a link in the description below so that you can actually find out what these numbers mean. Maybe you might have seen them already and you can work on them. Maybe they correlate to one of your spirit guides. You don't even know it yet. I also gave a Skype session the other day to a wonderful person who wanted some general advice on lucid dreaming. She talked about something so unexpected. She said that she'd been feeling some presence of a spirit guide. I was like, okay, great. That's great. Maybe I can shed some light on that. Then she told me that she'd been experiencing the number 8. She'd been seeing the number 8 crop up time and time again. This is crazy because I had no dialogue with this person ever before. She was like a completely new person, and yet I feel that the intelligence that be brought us together. I noticed my own number through her, and she noticed her own number through me. It's a beautiful synchronistic moment between two beings that's never had any physical contact just yet, and yet there are similarities between you both. This can crop up all the time, the more you notice it. So number 8 keeps pulling into my world. It's wonderful. Plus, she also told me that with this guide, she had a lucid experience, and she felt that this being gave her a hug from behind. A beautiful, loving embrace like that. If you look on my front cover of Spirit Guided Lucid Dreaming, you'll see a lady holding her, I think it's her left shoulder, with a spirit guide behind her. That's because in the lucid state, Cliff Duffner, before, he used to hug me from behind like this, just stood up, and I'd know his presence and his vibe was there. So this is a really fascinating thing for me because I've never heard other dreamers out there that's experienced their spirit guide doing the same thing. So if you're watching this right now and you have a spirit guide that's doing the same thing, please do get in touch. This is the beauty of consciousness. If we can find repetitive anomalies that occur within the dream state, things that are repeating throughout other people's experiences, then we can safely say that it is a proven thing. It's a proven thing because if other dreamers are experiencing similar personality traits or similar experiences to other dreamers, where a spirit guide would be hugging you like this in a beautiful embrace from behind, then maybe it's just a common pattern. Maybe it's just a pattern in which spirit guides work. This is huge. This is really huge. It's not just my experience on one occasion in the whole world with 6 billion people. If we can find a way where other dreamers are having the same similar experiences with these guides, it will shed so much more light, because now we have a way to prove it. This is incredible. This is a real breakthrough. Please get in touch if you're watching this, if you too have the same experiences. This is the way we grow. This is the way we contribute towards consciousness, to recognize the patterns that emerge, to the things that repeat, as well as the numbers that are repeating, and we can become even more in alignment with the universal way of things. I want to thank you so much for being a part of this channel. If you are not already subscribed, please do. I also give Skype sessions as well. Please see the link and email me what it is you would like to discuss if that's the case. And I wish you all the best on your beautiful, beautiful journeys. Thank you.